introduction to networking. In social activism, the topic of networking is one of the most basic. Let's take a deeper look at part by part of what it takes to build a sustainable network for youth civic activism. What is networking? Networking is the process of building and nurturing relationships with individuals and organizations that can provide support, opportunities, knowledge, and resources. For youth civic activists, networking is a strategic tool that can amplify their impact, create collaborations, and open doors to new opportunities for social change. Key concepts of networking for youth civic activism: relationship building. Networking is about creating meaningful connections, not just collecting contacts. Mutual benefit. Effective networking involves reciprocal support, where both parties benefit from the relationship. Long-term engagement. Networking is a continuous process that requires ongoing effort to maintain and deepen relationships. Why is networking important for civic activists? Through networking, activists can collaborate with like-minded individuals, organizations, and communities to amplify their message and drive social change. Networks provide access to vital resources such as funding, information, expertise, and volunteers. Networking connects activists with mentors, experts, and peers who can provide guidance, share knowledge, and offer different perspectives. Strong networks enable activists to build coalitions that can advocate for policy changes, raise awareness, and organize large-scale movements. Networking helps activists increase their influence by building relationships with key stakeholders, including policymakers, media, and community leaders. Let's talk about types of networking for young activists. Personal networks. Personal networks consist of family, friends, acquaintances, and other individuals with whom one has personal relationships. These networks often form the foundation of an activist support system. Why is this type of networking so important for young activists? Emotional support perspective. Activism can be challenging and emotionally taxing. Personal networks provide a crucial source of encouragement and motivation. Initial resources perspective. Friends and family can offer initial resources, such as funding or volunteer time, to help kickstart initiatives. Grassroots mobilization perspective. Activists can mobilize personal networks for grassroots campaigns, spreading awareness and rallying support. Professional networks. Professional networks include connections made through educational institutions, workplaces, and industry events. These networks consist of colleagues, mentors, professionals, and other contacts within a specific field. Why is this type of networking so important for young activists? Skill development perspective. Professional networks provide access to training, workshops, and conferences where activists can develop skills relevant to their causes. Collaborative opportunities perspective. By networking with professionals in various fields, activists can form partnerships that enhance their initiatives, for example, collaborating with educators, legal experts, or media professionals. Career advancement perspective. For those pursuing a career in advocacy or non-profit work, professional networks are essential for career development and finding job opportunities. Civic networks. Civic networks consist of connections with individuals and organizations involved in civic activities, such as NGOs, community groups, activists, volunteers, and government agencies. Why is this type of networking so important for young activists? Shared goals perspective. Civic networks are composed of individuals and organizations committed to social change, making them ideal partners for advocacy and activism. Resource sharing perspective. These networks allow activists to share resources, including knowledge, volunteers, and funding, to achieve common goals. Influence and outreach perspective. Civic networks increase the reach and influence of an activist's work by connecting them with larger organizations, coalitions, and media. Policy advocacy perspective. Through civic networks, activists can engage in collective action to influence public policy, engage with decision makers, and drive systemic change. At this point, let's summarize and outline the main points. Networking is a multifaceted tool that plays a critical role in the success of youth civic activists. By building and leveraging personal, professional, and civic networks, activists can amplify their impact, access essential resources, and drive social change more effectively.